Hey, what's happening, guys? We are looking at another one of these power stations again because they have become incredibly powerful. And if you look anywhere on YouTube, you're going to see just about every content creator is getting these. And it's because they're probably relatively low cost for the manufacturers to make. I mean, basically, you've got a crap load of batteries and an inverter and a battery management system. And that's pretty much it. So this is the Loom Power 300. It lists for about $300 on Amazon, so a dollar per watt, if you will. And it's 300 watt continuous output. I think it's good for up to 500 watts in a burst, but this one I would say is more for charging your batteries, electronic devices, and things of that nature, as opposed to running your table saw. And I'll show you why I say that. All right now I have the LED light on. Turn that off. Here is my heat gun, which is maxes out at 1700 watts. So I'm going to plug it into the AC outlet here. Then we'll turn the AC on. You can see our battery is at 95%. It thinks it'll run 100 hours and the output power is 0. So we'll flick the heat gun on. And put the fan on max here. No, I know it's loud. I'll keep it away from the camera as best I can. So you see we're at 84 watts. That is only 120 degrees on my heat gun. And now watch, if I click it up and engage the heating elements to their high level, and it's gone. So, like I said, you're not going to want this particular one for running power tools, but that's okay because it has a ton of other uses. One of the first things you might notice, like I told you, I was running the LED. Let me shut this off so I don't blind you. We've got a cob panel here with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 times 4, 36 LEDs, and it has multiple modes. So that should be, I think that's like low. There we go. Now we got some blinking. Okay. So low, medium, or probably just low and high. Then we have the SOS. And then we also just have this medium blinks, about 2 hertz, I'm guessing. One of their claims to fame with this nice little guy here is all of the different outputs and inputs. So if you look up here where it says input, we can run in DC from their included power supply, which is this guy right here. Model NT 2700 Delta 1, input 100, 240 volts, 50 to 60 hertz, 2.5 amp max, and that's your input, and it is outputting 20 volts, 7 amp, 140 watts. So there you go. So that can be plugged in here where it says DC. Over here, this is marked PV, which I believe is supposed to stand for photovoltaic. So that would be your solar panels. Now down here we have our DC output. We have a 12 volt out, 6 volt out, which is very nice to have those both. So I can. There is your cigarette adapter. Now here we have 5 volt 2.4 USB-A, 5 volt 2.4 USB-A, 5 volt 2.4 amp USB-A, and 100 watt in-out USB-C. Over here we have a non-grounded but polarized AC jack and a grounded and polarized AC jack. And this thing is super light. It's 8.7 pounds, so it says, again, 298 watt hours high capacity, 300 watt output, 500 watt peak. 2 pure sine wave outputs. We're going to check that in here in just a minute. 3 USB-A, 1 USB-C, 1 car socket. Portable generator can power 9 devices simultaneously. Like I said, it's $299 off of Amazon. It's pretty cool. All right, let's get set up, and we're going to check out the AC and see what that sine wave looks like. Give me one moment, please. Okay, here's our test setup. I've got a wall wart in there. It's a 12 volt 2 amp, and it is powering this Arduino, which is running my burn-in program on the relay board. And you can see from here, we are getting 1 watt. So what I'm going to do, you should never do not play with AC. But I'm going to plug in this little test adapter that I have made. Watch this not fit in here. Okay, we're in good. Now I will connect up the ground. And this. And we'll hit an auto set on the meter, on the oscilloscope. Just set this like this nicely and gently so we don't have any possibility of a problem. And I will take you over to the oscilloscope. Well, there you can see frequency is 60 hertz, and it is a simple, beautiful little sine wave. So yeah, it is a pure sine wave inverter. It's doing a wonderful job. Certainly there are no complaints there. So normally after testing all the functions out like this, this is the point at which I would tear this thing apart and show you the insides, but this is far too nice. I'm not going to take this apart. Instead, we're going to go outside, and I've got a very nice solar panel that we're going to put on this and see how it does. So get ready. Let's head out into the sunshine. Let the sun shine in. This looks like a pretty good day to test out some solar, right? Nice sun right up there. I got the solar panels out. And you can see that it will fully charge that last 6% in 14 minutes because it's putting in 102 watts off the solar panel, which, as you can see, is probably 50% in sun and 50% in shade. Hey, what's happening? We're back. And you saw the solar charge works. It works absolutely great. Now I have this on AC input, and I'm using the output at the same time. So basically, I'm using this like a uninterruptible power supply. So you see we have our Arduino thing running there. Well, if I pull out the internal power, you can see very well nothing has changed there. Plug it back in. Everything is fine. So this will switch back and forth, showing you input power, output power, time to empty, and time to full. What more could you ask for? So once again, this is the LumPal 300. It is about 9 inches square by, I don't know, 6 inches high. Weighs 8 pounds. It'll hold up to 80 kilograms. Outputs 300 continuous, 500 peak watts. Now, I don't see anything wrong with it. It's a nice little device. And I have very specific plans for it. This fall, Blake is not going to go back to Pitt. He's decided to change into aviation electronics. So he will be attending instead the Pittsburgh Institute of Aeronautics for the next 3 years. And he will still get a degree along with FAA, that's the Federal Aviation Administration, A&P, which is airframe and plant certification, aviation maintenance technician AMT certification, aviation electronics certification, and an IA inspection authorization. So, let's hope he sticks with this one. But I'm proud of him. All right, guys. I'd like to thank LumPal for sending this out to us. I would like to thank you, right there, you, specifically for watching this video. I make them for you. So thanks for watching. Otherwise, I'd just be talking to nothing. All right, guys, if you enjoyed this, please leave a comment, like, don't like. Just interact with the video in some way. It makes YouTube happy, and they'll show my video to more people. I'll make more money. More people will send me more stuff. We'll make more videos. We'll have a lot of fun. So do something. That's it. I'm out. Peace.